Many of the men work in the cornfields, taking care of the land. The women embroider, weave hammocks, and take care of the children. But who takes care of them? The Mayan Indians of the Yucatan do not have much, let alone health care.
The Mayan Indians don't qualify for health care except emergency health care in Mexico.
Some of the children are living with cleft lip and palate, and some of the grown-ups have nagging health problems of their own. That's where international medical assistance comes in to help.
Not being a doctor, did I just see what I really saw?
Jim Hawkins is a Tulsan who was so moved by his first visit to Valladolid, Mexico, where a healthcare clinic for the Mayans is located, that he recruited more people to go and help figure out ways to help further.
And we all came back and wrote a report. Yep, that's what we saw. It didn't take long to get down there. Nobody got sick. There's no crime. All this stuff that you think about, and we felt safe, and boy, do we really feel good after doing that.
Growths are removed, deformities are corrected, and eyesight is restored via cataract surgery at the clinic that was built in 2009. With the help of Tulsa's First Presbyterian Church, a 15,000 square foot clinic was built on donated land. An organization called Chosen Mission Project in Pennsylvania donated the equipment for 5 operating rooms, and monetary donations from across the country helped put the finishing touches on the clinic.
The thing about missionary work is they typically don't care what you know until they know that you care.
And these volunteers care big. Whether it's their first visit to Valladolid or they volunteered dozens of times.
The oldest lady I've done a cleft lip down there that was never repaired was 53 years old. She had her lip repaired and she looked in the mirror and just cried. It was that was a touching case.
Many of the surgeons say their paycheck is in the patient's post-operation smiles.
Every time I go, it's a life-changing experience. It's not just the first time. Every time I go, it changes me some.
Dr. P.R. Ramey is preparing for another trip to Valladolid. He goes at least once a year.
You know, as I tell people, it just helps keep your life kind of even keel. We get carried away with how much stuff we want to have.
The medical equipment he's packing is bound to change some lives.
But they've heard that we're going to take good care of them, and they trust you and to hand over their baby to you, and then patiently wait outside and never have unusual questions or demands or anything except total trust. And I think the ultimate is that when one of the families, after having their family member cared for, said that you are Christians, we understand, and if this is what Christians are like, then I want to be a Christian.
In fact, it's not just medical care that the patients are receiving. They get to know Jesus Christ before their procedures.
We pray over these people before they have their eye surgery, and a day later they can see, so it's pretty powerful. When they see you down there playing with their kids, supplying them drinking water, getting eyesight back to their husbands and sons, they know that you care. And when they know that you care, then they want to know what you're thinking.
The spiritual healing and physical healing are not the only outreaches.
All these little dots are villages.
IMA volunteers also go into the villages and give out reading glasses, vitamins, and prescriptions. They check vital signs and perform dental exams. The families are often given gifts that may be small to us, but large to them.
Just to see the joy in their eye when they see a balloon blown up, and getting a crayon that leaves a color on a page, it just excites them. And you can imagine what that does to us.
You don't have to be a surgeon to help. Many young adults contemplating med school find out if it's right for them by volunteering. Pediatricians, eye doctors, and people who know nothing about medicine at all are all invited. For every doctor, 5 non-medical volunteers are needed. They help organize waiting rooms that are often full, coordinate aftercare, stock supplies, and offer spiritual counseling.
When you love somebody expecting nothing in return, it is the greatest gift. I think it cures everything.
Why take this vacation with a purpose? Beyond knowing that you're helping others, you're staying in a beautiful part of the world. Your flight lands in Cancun, Mexico, just a 2-hour flight from Houston, Texas. A van picks you up for an 1.5-hour drive down a 4-lane interstate to Valladolid. Along the way, you'll pass many Mayan villages. Valladolid is a Spanish name. It's the oldest city in the Yucatan. Once there, you'll likely stay at the Zaki Hotel, surrounded by beauty and safety.
I've never had any incident. I'd say safer than we are here at home. In Valladolid, we're safer, and it's just it's a working vacation.
The Mayan ruins are less than an hour drive from Valladolid. Should you choose to extend your stay, Chichen Itza is about 45 minutes away, and Playa del Carmen is about 2.5 hours away.
We spend the nights walking around in the square with the people, and oftentimes they'll have a band and family dancing, people from 80 to 2 years out there dancing together.
Your meals are safe to enjoy.
But the food is delicious. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served on campus.
If you volunteer, you will be spending your time with a well-established organization. IMA was formed in 1998 by Dr. Roberto Rodriguez and his wife, Norma. Early in life, he too knew what it felt like to be in need. Today, his son, Ricardo, is dedicated to the mission as well.
That's why all my life, all my family, we've been involved in this, and it's part of our life.
During a recent mission, all of these successes were recorded within 2 weeks. There were more than 400 dental exams and nearly 300 dental procedures, thousands of prescriptions filled, more than 900 pairs of reading glasses given out, more than 800 professions of faith, and 190 surgeries by 4 surgeons.
Your greatest blessing is to go and give it a try. You can't swim if you don't jump in. If you jump in, it'll be an experience that's such a blessing that you'll always remember it and always be happy you did it, I think.
The Mayan Indians haven't always had it easy.
It was within the last decade or so that the Mayans weren't allowed to walk on the sidewalks in town.
But their stories are changing the lives of those who are lucky enough to meet them.
Anytime I have a second thought about helping somebody, go, God will take care of you. And I did, and he did. It works out pretty good.
A smile is sometimes better than an operation.
Being a Christian soldier, you have to, break camp and get out of the pew and go somewhere.